Hi, it's Karen Rogers. Welcome back to video number 33. Thank you for joining me. Today we'll talk about honeybees. Do you like my outfit? I have a video on gardening and I have a video about farming. But what good would gardens and farms be without a very important player, and that's the honeybee? Now this video is inspired by Eric Wooster. He is the communications manager at SaveOnEnergy.com. They're from Plano, Texas. And he sent a link, which I will include in my blog and on the YouTube channel. If you want to know more about honeybees, I recommend that you go to that link. It's SaveOnEnergy.com, honey/bees -become-extinct. But I'll go ahead and type that in so you can easily look it up. All right, you might be aware of the populations of honeybees and the problems that we're having worldwide. The populations of honeybees keep declining. And we need the bees. Not only do we need the bees to pollinate our crops, and the crops is what give us our food, but we also need them for the jobs and the economy that go with the food production. Why are the honeybees declining? Well, they get attacked by mites and pests and parasites. It's mostly the varroa mites. Pesticides and herbicides can also harm bees, and they are also harmed by natural causes like weather. They like sun, they need water, and they don't do well in wind. Well, what can you do? You realize that there's a problem. What can I do about the honeybees? Well, one of the things you could do is just plant flowers in your garden that honeybees like. You can either do a quick internet search, or you can even order seed kits that have flowers for honeybees. Now, here's a little graph or picture I found. They like chives, they like roses, lavender, sunflowers. But there's a whole bunch of plants that you can plant that honeybees like. Another way is simply to reduce the use of pesticides and herbicides in your garden. Now, at the Olathe Community Garden, we don't use any of those, and I rarely ever use pesticides or herbicides. I'll make an exception for poison ivy. If there's poison ivy in the yard, I might use Roundup. And if there's paper wasps that are close to the house, I might use Raid. But really, other than that, I stay away from those chemicals. All right, you can buy local produce, and you can also just support beekeeping operations, financially support anyone who supports the bees. And if you're really ambitious, you could become a beekeeper yourself. I don't think it's an easy task, but there's lots of how-to videos on the internet that show you how to become a beekeeper. Do you like almonds, apples, cherries, avocados, blueberries, onions, pears, carrots? All those plants rely on the pollination from the bees. Now, if you know about flowers, there's only one job for a flower, and that's to attract a pollinator. That's why flowers are bright colors, they're fragrant, and they provide the nectar to get the pollinators to swap the genes, and this helps with plant reproduction, and it also diversifies the plant gene pool. The plants depend on the bees, and the bees need the plants. Now, Albert Einstein said, if the bee disappears from the surface of the earth, man would have no more than 4 years to live. Now, I don't like to promote fear. I like to promote more education and solutions. And that's the purpose of this video. I want you to be educated, be aware, support the honeybee if you dare. And if you want a joke about bees, here you go. Why did the bee get married? Because he found his honey. I'm Karen Rogers. I educate, motivate, and entertain. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.